For those who don't know, Splash has recently been hinting at a new garden subfloor for the mines, so today I have some entity ideas and something special at the end. The first entity I've prepared is rather simple, Flytrap. He looks like a giant Venus flytrap with vines connected him to the bushes and trees. When he spawns you will see vines moving slowly and a strong gust of wind will blow through the whole subfloor. Then he will start to move fast on the main path like Rush. However, the main difference between him and Rush is that you only die if you touch his mouth. That means that any small space off the main path can be used to avoid him, along with closets of course. Now we have a rather different type of entity. It's called Creeper. It looks like simple vines. You will hear a subtle hissing which gradually gets louder when he spawns. He will start to take over all surfaces like the walls and floors. If he touches you he takes over you and kills you. The only way to survive him is to get in a closet before he covers it. You can jump over some parts of him to reach it, then once you get in he will cover your locker trapping you in it. After a few seconds he will quickly retreat with a loud hiss. You can also cut lockers open if you have shears. Now we have one that involves a bit of parkour, Snarl. He also will look like other vines but behaves differently. You will see vines moving when he is about to spawn. Then he will lurch out in front of you and start moving around in certain patterns. You can jump now and need to make it past him without touching any of the vines. If you touch them, he will quickly wrap around you and squeeze you so tight that you die, thus the name Snarl. You can also cut off his tentacles with shears, effectively skipping a vine, then once you make it past him he will quickly retreat. Now we have something which I feel could be very frustrating at times, the hoarder flies. They look like big fireflies with tiny tentacles on the bottom of their body. You will hear a slight buzzing before they lurch out in a swarm and take the item you are holding if you don't equip it fast enough. Then they will quickly retreat, but if you stay in a similar spot, after a couple of seconds they will come back and take most items from your inventory. If you follow them when they retreat you will be led to a small nest with all the items they took from you and a few extra. Taking them will cause them to attack you, doing heavy damage to you but won't kill you. They will also be killed by Flytrap, dropping all your items. And our final entity is the Gremlins. When they spawn you will see red eyes in the bushes. Shining a light at them during this time will make them go away. If you don't do this they will eventually jump out at you from behind making a noise, then he will knock you over doing 40 damage. If you look at him when he attacks he will disappear but attack you again the next room. However, if you move to the side when he comes you can dodge him, making him disappear permanently. Well, until the next time he spawns. Now let's get to the special event which I promised. Sometimes certain vine-covered rooms will lead to a waterfall flowing into a river. There is also a ladder to climb up to the top of the waterfall. Climbing it will lead to a small clearing with a boulder. Pushing this boulder into the start of the waterfall will start the event, called the drought. The waterfall and river will both dry up, and when you make it back to the main path, many of the bushes will be dried out and there will be fewer lockers and lights. Snarl, Creeper and Gremlins will not spawn, and Flytrap and the hoarder flies will spawn much less. And vine-covered side rooms will completely disappear. This will last for 40 to 60 days before going back to normal. So those were my modifier ideas. I hope you liked them, and if you did, consider liking and subscribing, but only if you want. Anyways, why not watch this video next?